What if I told you that just 7 days ago, I could barely make it from my armchair to the kitchen without feeling like I was dragging 2 concrete blocks behind me? Every step felt like it was grinding away at my knees, aging them by years. My legs were swollen, stiff, and weak, like they belonged to someone else entirely. And honestly, I started believing that maybe this was just how aging worked. But today, right now, as I sit here talking to you, my legs feel light, strong, grounded, and the most surprising part? I didn't go to a doctor. I didn't take any pills. And I didn't spend a fortune on therapy or equipment. I know, that probably sounds too good to be true. If you're watching this with one eyebrow raised, thinking, okay, what's the catch? I get it, I would have felt exactly the same way. But stay with me, because what changed everything for me wasn't some secret drug or late-night infomercial product. It wasn't even anything new. It was something so simple, so ordinary, that I'd walked past it in my pantry 100 times without giving it a second thought. A small bottle of oil. Yes, just oil, but not just any oil. This tiny bottle turned out to be the key that unlocked my legs, and quite honestly, gave me back a part of myself I thought I had lost forever. If you've ever had a day where climbing the stairs felt like a mountain, if you've ever skipped a walk with your kids or grandkids because your legs just weren't having it, or if you've ever ended a long day with your feet swollen and aching so badly that even putting on socks feels like a chore, then I need you to hear this. Because it doesn't have to be like that. I spent months, years, even thinking my body was betraying me, that I was just getting older and that nothing could really be done. But what I didn't realize was that I was missing one crucial thing: circulation. You see, our legs are the furthest point from our heart. And as we age, our blood vessels lose their bounce. They get stiff, sluggish, and when that happens, the oxygen and nutrients our legs desperately need, they just don't get there. So you start to feel heavy, weak, disconnected from your own body. But what if I told you there's a natural way to wake that system back up? No, not with prescriptions, not with machines, but with something ancient, something used for centuries in Europe, in the Middle East. Something that's now backed by real science. That thing is rosemary oil. And over the next few minutes, I want to show you exactly why it works, how I used it, and how you can start feeling the same transformation in just 1 week. I'm not here to sell you a miracle. I'm here to help you feel human again. To help you reconnect with the legs that have carried you through so much in life, and might just have a lot more life left in them than you think. Let's talk about how. Have you ever stood up from a chair and felt like your legs just didn't want to cooperate? Maybe it wasn't pain exactly, but a kind of heaviness, like you were walking through water. Or maybe your ankles were so puffy by the evening that you had to loosen your shoes just to get comfortable. If you've experienced anything like that, you're not alone, and you're definitely not broken. In fact, there are 4 major reasons why our legs start to feel weaker, heavier, and more unreliable as we get older, especially after 60. And here's the kicker: most of these reasons don't get talked about in regular doctor visits. So today, I want to pull back the curtain and explain what's really going on inside your legs, and more importantly, what you can do about it. Let's start with the first culprit: poor circulation. As we age, our blood vessels lose their natural flexibility. Think of them like garden hoses that start to stiffen and narrow. Blood doesn't flow as easily, especially to the furthest points of our body, our legs and feet. And when blood flow slows down, our tissues get less oxygen, fewer nutrients, and way less energy to function. That leads to muscle fatigue, slower healing, and that heavy, tired feeling in your legs by mid-afternoon. It's not just inconvenient, it's your body waving a flag, saying, hey, something's not working down here. The second reason is something almost no one talks about: fluid retention. After 60, our body starts struggling to get rid of excess fluid, especially in the lower half. Gravity doesn't help, and our lymphatic system, which is supposed to help drain that fluid, becomes less efficient over time. What does that mean for you? Swollen ankles, tight calves, a feeling like your legs are weighed down by sandbags. It's uncomfortable, sure, but it's also a sign that your body is overwhelmed and needs help. The third issue is something many people mistake for just being out of shape: muscle loss. or sarcopenia. Believe it or not, we start losing muscle mass around age 30. But after 60, that decline speeds up like a downhill bike ride with no brakes. And because we tend to move less as we get older, the muscles we do have aren't being used, and we lose even more. That's why things that used to be easy, getting out of a low chair, standing on one leg to put on socks, walking to the mailbox, suddenly feel like small battles. It's not that you're lazy. It's that your muscles are quietly fading away beneath you. And finally, the fourth hidden villain, inflammation and cellular aging. As we get older, our cells don't bounce back like they used to. They're constantly under attack by something called oxidative stress, tiny, invisible imbalances that cause inflammation deep in our tissues. This inflammation makes it harder for your body to heal, harder to move without discomfort, and harder to reverse all the damage we've been talking about. It's a vicious cycle. Poor circulation leads to tissue stress. That stress causes inflammation. Inflammation blocks recovery. And so the cycle continues, until you do something to break it. Here's the good news. Once you understand what's causing your legs to feel this way, you can start addressing the root, not just the symptoms. Whether it's through targeted massage, circulation-boosting rituals, or natural anti-inflammatory support, yes, I'm talking about rosemary oil. And we'll dive into that in the next video. You can feel strong, steady, and confident again. You just have to start where the real problem begins, inside. Stick with me, because in the next part, we're going to talk about an ancient solution, validated by modern science, that can help you turn all of this around in just 7 days. Your legs haven't given up on you, and I promise, you don't have to give up on them either. Let me tell you about someone named Mary. She's 73, full of life, still loves gardening, walking her little dog Pepper, and chasing her grandkids around the yard when she can. Or, at least, she used to. Not long ago, Mary started noticing something was changing. Her legs were swelling by late afternoon. Mysterious cramps would wake her up at night, forcing her to shuffle around the house in the dark just to find relief. And it wasn't just painful, it was frustrating. Like many of us, Mary did what most people do. She bought compression socks, tried creams, even asked her doctor about medications. Some things helped, a little. But nothing lasted, and definitely nothing fixed the root of the problem. She was starting to accept it, telling herself, well, I guess this is just what getting older feels like. But then something unexpected happened. And no, it didn't come from a pharmacy or some late-night infomercial. It came from her kitchen cabinet. Yep, rosemary oil. That same little bottle she'd bought months ago to flavor potatoes ended up being the very thing that changed her legs, and her life. Now, before you brush this off as another natural remedy video, let me share what the science says. Because this isn't just folklore or feel-good vibes, there's real evidence behind why rosemary oil works. First off, rosemary oil is packed with something called rosmaric acid, a natural anti-inflammatory compound that's been shown in studies to outperform some synthetic options in reducing swelling and tissue irritation. That alone helps with the kind of low-grade, chronic inflammation that keeps your legs aching, stiff, or swollen. But that's not all. It's also rich in antioxidants, which help repair and protect our cells, especially those struggling with age-related wear and tear. And here's where it gets even more exciting. Rosemary oil has been proven to boost circulation to the extremities by up to 40% within just minutes of applying it to the skin. You heard that right, 40%. That's not some theoretical number pulled from a lab in the 70s. That's from recent studies done at respected European universities. Why does this matter? Because when circulation improves, everything changes. Your legs start getting the oxygen and nutrients they've been starving for. Swelling goes down, tension eases, muscles wake back up. And it's not just modern science catching up. Cultures have been using rosemary for this exact purpose for centuries. In ancient Greece, students would wear rosemary sprigs to boost their memory and vitality. Roman soldiers soaked in rosemary baths to recover after long marches. Arab doctors prescribed it for joint pain and circulation problems. Even shepherds in the Mediterranean would rub it on their tired legs after long days on rocky terrain. Sometimes, the most powerful solutions aren't new. They're just rediscovered. One study followed 200 adults over 65, just like Mary. Half of them used a placebo oil. The other half applied rosemary oil with light massage twice a day. After just 1 week, those using rosemary reported less pain, more mobility, and a huge boost in overall comfort. No side effects, no prescriptions, just consistency and the right support. So if your legs are feeling heavy, swollen, or just not as strong as they used to be, maybe, just maybe, it's time to stop looking for the next big thing and start looking at what's been here all along. In the next video, I'll walk you through exactly how to use rosemary oil the right way, and how just 7 days of this simple ritual can help you reconnect with your body in a powerful, healing way. Because like Mary, you deserve to feel light on your feet again. So, now that you know why rosemary oil works, and just how powerful it can be for your legs, let's talk about how to actually use it. Because this isn't about randomly rubbing oil on your skin and hoping for the best. What really makes a difference, what turns this into a true transformation, is creating a simple daily ritual. One that only takes a few minutes, but can totally shift the way your legs feel, move, and support you. Let's walk through it together. First, timing is everything. The best time to use rosemary oil is right after your evening shower or bath. Why? Because your skin is clean, warm, and your pores are open, ready to absorb all the goodness in the oil. Your muscles are already starting to relax from the heat, and your nervous system is winding down. It's the perfect environment for healing. Now, if you don't shower at night, that's totally fine. Just make sure your legs are clean and dry before you begin. And here's a pro tip. Gently warm the oil in your hands or place the bottle near a warm surface. Cold oil can shock the skin and doesn't absorb as well. This tiny act of warming it, it's like telling your body, hey, we're doing something kind and intentional here. Next, the massage. Pour 5 to 6 drops of rosemary oil into your palm. That's all you need. It's concentrated and goes a long way. Rub your hands together to spread the oil. Then take a moment to inhale deeply. The scent alone is therapeutic. Rosemary has been shown to activate brain areas linked to alertness and emotional well-being. So yes, it's doing more than just helping your legs, it's helping your mind relax too. Now, start at your ankles and use slow, circular motions, moving upward toward your heart. That direction matters, it follows the natural flow of your circulatory and lymphatic systems, helping your body move out excess fluid and bring in fresh oxygen. Take your time, focus especially on your calves, the big muscles in the back often hold deep tension. Then move up to your thighs with long, grounding strokes. This isn't just a massage, it's moving meditation. Let each stroke be a message of care. Let your breath flow deeply. Inhale healing, exhale tension. You're not just helping your legs, you're reconnecting with your body. Now let's talk about how often you should do it. For the first 7 days, do this twice a day, once in the morning to energize your legs, and once at night to release stress and promote restful sleep. After that first week, listen to your body. Some people feel amazing with just 1 session a day. Others love keeping the morning and evening rhythm. It's your call. Want to supercharge your results? After the massage, elevate your legs. Just lie down, prop your feet on a couple of pillows so they're above your heart, and stay there for 10 to 15 minutes. This helps gravity work in your favor, encouraging blood and lymph to flow freely. If your legs feel extra heavy or tense, try placing a warm, damp towel over them after applying the oil. The combination of heat and rosemary oil penetrates deep into tissues, creating a soothing, spa-like effect. And remember, this isn't indulgent. It's not selfish. This is self-respect. You're not just caring for your legs, you're reclaiming comfort, energy, and freedom in your body. Give yourself those 7 days. Be consistent, be intentional, and I promise, your legs will start speaking a whole new language: strength, lightness, and ease. Coming up next, what you can expect each day of this 7-day journey, and how even small shifts in the first 48 hours can mean big things ahead. You won't want to miss it. Let's talk about what actually happens, day by day, when you commit to this simple rosemary oil ritual for just 1 week. Because one of the biggest questions I get is, how fast will I see results? And the truth is, while every body is different, most people begin to feel subtle but meaningful shifts almost immediately. Let me walk you through what that first week might feel like, so you know what to look for and why it matters. Day 1. The awakening. This is the day you take your first step, not just physically, but emotionally too. That first time you warm the oil, inhale its scent, and gently massage your legs with real intention, something changes. For a lot of people, it's the first time in a long time they've paid attention to their body with kindness instead of frustration. You're not trying to fix something. You're nurturing it. And that simple act? It sends a powerful message, not just to your legs, but to your brain. I care. I'm listening. I'm here for you. Don't underestimate how important that is. That shift in mindset is often where the real healing begins. Day 2. The body responds. On the second day, things start to move, literally. Many people report that their legs feel just a little lighter at the end of the day. Swelling that used to settle in by dinner time might be reduced. Maybe you sleep a little more soundly because your legs aren't keeping you up with discomfort or cramping. And your skin? It starts to feel different too. Softer, more hydrated. Why? Because rosemary oil doesn't just sit on the surface. It penetrates deeply, stimulating circulation and encouraging your cells to start repairing and renewing themselves, like they're waking up from a long nap. This might not sound like a big deal, but think about it. When was the last time your legs felt comfortable at rest? That your skin felt nourished instead of dry and tight? These small changes are the body's way of saying, I'm listening too, let's do this together. And as each day goes by, the benefits begin to build. It's like momentum. You're breaking out of that old pattern of neglect and discomfort and stepping into something new. Now, I'll be honest with you, this isn't magic. You're not going to feel 20 years younger overnight. But this is real, and when you show up for yourself with consistency, your body starts to show up for you too. And here's what I really want you to take away from this. You don't need to wait until something hurts to take care of it. You don't need to put up with it because you think it's just part of aging. You have options, you have tools, and you have the power to reconnect with your body, starting with just 2 hands. A few drops of rosemary oil, and 7 intentional days. So take that first step. Let day 1 be your awakening. Let day 2 be your momentum. And by the end of the week, you might just be amazed at how good it feels to move through life with legs that feel supported, cared for, and alive again. In the next video, we'll talk about how to make this a long-term habit, without burning out. Without pressure, just something simple, grounding, and sustainable. Because this isn't a quick fix. It's a reconnection, and you deserve that. Before you go, I've got a special health gift I'd love to share with you. On this channel, I share simple, effective health tips, all based on real scientific research and practical, everyday experience. And if you'd like to receive a free gift, it's super easy. Hit the subscribe button, comment below, claim my gift. I'll send it straight to you. Don't miss out, because your journey to better health starts with small choices just like this one.